Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, September 14th, almost 6 a.m. Yeah, what you're looking at here is Taylor Swift from the VMAs last night, together with your CEO of Glacier. For those of you that are in it, celebrate because, yes, you will be seeing more of Taylor. The real Bram Prescott, you can go ahead and follow him if you like to. Where we are, Bupkis. Absolutely nowhere. We have a 37-point range for the week. 37 points. 26-point range yesterday, 23 on Monday, 30 on Tuesday. But, it's not a complaint. No way. 100% trade, although it was a intraday. It needed to be a day trade over on the calls on Monday. 75% full credit of playing on the puts on Monday. 67% playing the calls yesterday or the day before, Tuesday. That killer, this is not typed right, 4470, not 44470. Called this out when we were getting that move. And, granted, it is what it is. But yeah, boom. 100% on that 4470, 4465, $2 down to $1. Or sorry, $3 down to $1, $2 risk, $2 profit. Anybody can go in there and get your 25%, your 30%, your 50% in there. And the risk trade yesterday was the 4460, 4455 puts, not once, not twice, but 3 times these could have been played for a better than $2 to $2.50 credit. 3 times during yesterday's trading session. But what we're sitting at right now is absolutely nothing. QQQ, 5.61 range for the week. Horrible. And I know you can't see this because it's all in red. I can see it. Lower highs all week, lower lows all week. Doesn't make a difference when you aren't moving. Same thing on SPX. Lower highs all week, lower lows all week. 37 points for 3 days. We did get that good calls trade earlier there on Monday, that 300% trade over there on the calls. But what we're sitting with right now is nothing. And that kind of sucks because this is what I was warning about going into the week with the window of volatility open, but they need to have a perfect everything play out for volatility not to expand. Showing you here on the VIX futures, just so that you can take a wide view and understand the broader picture rather than always being narrowed in down there on your 1-minute charts. Wedgie, result. Show you on the VIX, which is what we mainly focus on, not the VX futures. And here you are on the VIX. As you can see, very similar, your big spike. Here's your other spike. Here's your other spike. Here's your other one. And here we are down here where we're at, which is filling that gap from back here on September the 1st. We're almost filled. And here we are trolling this big bottom. Trolling this bottom area right under that big 1339. So I want to, again, put this into a little bit of perspective. And that is with these red blocks being our VIX Fridays, where our Fridays are constantly getting crushed. This big green candle over here from August 4th. And let me see if I can zoom out just a little bit so I can bring you into. That's what we had. This was OPEX right here. This was OPEX Friday. This was OPEX week back in June. We had our crush on Friday. Then we got a big bounce over there back up above 1451 to start the week after. And then you got crushed to what is right now your 3-year lows. That being that 1273 from back there in June. We're coming right down on this right now. So That's why the reason I shared that if you want to go shopping for some October 6 puts, by all means, you're not going to get credit unless you are taking risks over on the SPX Spreads. There is good credit that we're getting on individual trades. Granted, even those are starting to wiggle around, which I'll show you in a minute. But here's your SPX week to date. High of the week, beginning of the week. Had our lows yesterday right after the CPI report came out and the little bit of a result, and nothing but trolling this 44.65 area. It's very clear. We break 44.65 properly, close below 44.65, get on down in there and start pushing this 44.35 area. We are not just looking to get down into this 43.80, 43.50 area. We are undoubtedly going to be looking at revisiting that 43.50, pushing lower to that 42.65. That's what it's set for. Until we get movement, all we can do is say that's what it's set for. And the longer it takes to get that movement, the easier it is to avoid that movement. So this is where we're sitting right now, and it for now continues to be day trading. QQQ. This is your move so far. This is your second bounce. This isn't your bottom. This is your big, humongous, biggest day of the year drop. Going back here in end of August. Here was your obvious bounce that was coming off of it. Moved down, 1, 2, 3, got right to the 161.8, retraced back here above the 50. The 50 is what's been in control, that 375.10. The 50 retracement has continued to be in control. And as you can see, like I shared, going week to date, I will put back on the extended hours because it does trade extended. Lower highs and lower lows. That's the way the week has been, and it has been a tight range. This being the QQQ spike down to the bottom, this would be the very obvious necessity to see revisited to start getting confidence back that we are going to be going down into that 368 and then looking for that 363, 360. Until we get bound into this below 372, all we are doing is looking at the wide view and waiting for someone to fart. Tesla, that trend line, broke above it on Monday. Fantastic. Great. Woohoo. Great. Yeah. Horrible day here on Tuesday. And now here we are just floating like a butterfly, smoking the best weed in the world with no wind in the background and a beautiful sunset to look over. Nowhere. Trend line sitting right here, 267. Break under that 267, we can start looking at that gap to get filled. Apple, perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now, there is news coming out on Apple about radiation coming out of their phones. Belgium has already banned the iPhone 12, which is actually the iPhone 15, and the iPhone 14, 13, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6. But they're banning the iPhone 12 because of radiation leaks from the phone. France is also considering banning the iPhone 12, which isn't the 11, 10, 9, 8, or 12, 13, 14, because they're all the same fucking phone anyway. 180 right down to this 173.88. 173.88 is incredible. And that 173.88, we break it, we're going down to that 164. That was what I shared earlier in the week when we were looking at Apple, and that 164 is undoubtedly the big gold mine line, 164. So we will wait and see on that. Amazon. Hello, how you doing down there? Yeah, Amazon, 81.43, big spot, COVID lows right here, beginning of the year. And now it's just floating. And where is it floating to? It is floated to the 23.6 retracement from the all-time highs to the all-time lows. Week to date, it's a floater. It's just been a floater all week. Immediately up right at the start of the week, right to that 100 extension, which is coming from your bang bang. September 20th and July retracements going back to last year. No, I'm sorry, going back to 2020 and 2021. And as you can see, even though it's an old line, the algorithm is still very much in tune with this. Highs here, resistance. Bottoms here, support. Very much in tune with this. 5-day moving average way down here at 141. Will you get something out of it? We will see. But as I was sharing with Jason, what my intention is, and my intention would be, is on the Amazon credit spread, is to roll it out to next week, widen it by one more point, collect a little bit more credit. So that's what we're looking at. And the ultimate goal is minimum getting down to 142. Microsoft has been spoken about a lot, so cover on Microsoft, and here you are still in your wedge, holding right below that 2022 open. Bring on the same thing. So yeah, you're right there. Not looking for this to be holding above 335 for much longer. Netflix said, we are not interested in our margins. The margins don't matter to us. We want subscribers. Even if they're paying 13 cents a month, it's a subscriber. Big ass sell down yesterday. Haven't come down to 405, but a big sell down yesterday. Look at this from the wide point of view. Here's your earnings gap. Here's your big gap from way back in January 2022, which didn't fill at 508, did reach up to it, and a lot of big major supports. And just to give you an idea here, right? 351.78 is your 50 retracement to your all-time lows. So essentially what you're talking about here is Netflix is trading at around 40% from its all-time highs. Go be bullish. And the one that was everybody's ballerina girl for weeks and weeks after that AI pump, now that fucking story broke that I shared, that everyone is sharing now, because it's absolutely true, NVIDIA's getting no love. No love whatsoever on NVIDIA. Holding the 50-day moving average, barely. Been below it most of the week. Got a little bit of a bounce there yesterday, and away we go. So today, you get the ARM IPO. The ARM IPO is going to be listing today, and from what I was reading earlier, it is listing at around $51 a share. I don't care. I will not have an opinion. If you decide that you want to go out there and you want to buy it, by all means, the button is yours. Do as you please. The ARM IPO, let's think about this, okay? There's X number of dollars that is absolutely fucking euphoric about chip stocks. A portion of that X number of dollars goes into the ARM IPO. Where does it come out of? So anyway, this is your ARM IPO. So where I will leave you with, and I should have started this with you because everybody is majorly focused onto your spreads. CPI yesterday, again, green close. Trend has been going. We didn't get 1%, which we'd been getting the last two, but we did get the green close. QUAD OPEX. Today is Thursday. I will show you a red Friday on QUAD OPEX more times than I will show you whatever, fill in the blank. We're closing red on Friday. However, having gone through the data on these previous QUAD OPEX red closes, no benefit whatsoever of taking a credit spread at the close today and holding it overnight. Zero benefit. Zero. We have had gap ups on the majority of QUAD OPEX Fridays. It's just the data here that you're looking at that we are closing red on Fridays. OPEX Friday, QUAD OPEX Friday is what we're specifically talking about here. So anyway, have a fantastic day, a fantastic morning. Green close, Friday. So guess what, ladies and gentlemen? You are getting a red close come Friday. I will go ahead and pencil it in right now. You are getting a red close on Friday. Don't care if it's down 1 point or down 900 points. You're getting a red close on Friday. Catch you guys in the chat room. Anybody needs anything, send me a message. I will catch up with you.